Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. How are you today? Are you here to sort out your LC documents?
Yes. I've been through them and there's a problem, a rather major discrepancy actually. You see, it should be KN 509.
I see. Here it says KM 509.
Exactly. If we accept these, it could cause a lot of problems in our record and our account system because the numbers don't match.
Yes, I see what you mean. You need to reject these documents.
How are things with you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
How may I help you?
I need to make a deposit.
Will you be depositing cash or a check?
I will be depositing cash.
How much would you like to deposit?
It's going to be $300.
What account would you like to deposit that into?
Could you deposit that into my checking account, please?
Can I do anything else for you today?
That'll be all. Thank you very much.
Man, they take a lot of our paycheck.
Yeah, the government really takes a bite, doesn't it?
Seriously. The only tax I don't mind them taking is Social Security. It's only a few dollars every paycheck.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. We'll both end up rich slobs and not need it, but what if we do, you know?
Yeah, it won't be much, but at least we'll have a monthly check when we get old.
Yeah, my grandmother gets by on Social Security and the money my grandfather invested when he was alive.
Let's just hope the politicians don't figure out a way to spend it.
Really? No, they couldn't. None of them would have jobs if they did.
Foreign currency deposits counter. Yes. What can I do for you?
You see, I have these euros, and of course they are of no use to me at the moment. So I'd like to save them in my account, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
Okay. We offer two types of saving systems, time savings and demand savings. With time savings, your money cannot be withdrawn for a certain period of time, but with demand savings, your money is on demand. You can withdraw at any time.
I see. What's the interest like on those?
There's quite a large difference. I mean, if you were to use demand deposit, we could give you 0.13% interest. But for a time deposit, of say, 1 year, we would offer 0.82%.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. A 1-year time deposit it is.
Union Bank. How can I be of service?
I need to know how much money is in my account.
I'll need your name and account number.
Certainly.
Are you the loan officer of this bank?
I certainly am. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about a loan I want to make.
Sure. By all means, please do. Please take a seat.
Thank you. See, I'm planning to buy a car here and I'm planning to use my time deposit here as the collateral. Ah, hello. So, you are back?
Yes. I received everything in the post this morning.
That's good. Could I please see the originals of everything?
What's the exchange rate today?
You're pretty lucky actually. Today is higher than yesterday. It's 824. 71 rib for 100 United States dollars.
Great. Do you need me to sign anything?
Yes. Please sign your name at the bottom of the exchange receipt. Thanks very much, and here's your money. We've got a problem. It looks like we'll need more spotlights on the exhibition booth. The client thinks it's too dark, and they want to add halogen lighting. We've already got 3 sets of track lighting from you guys. Do you think you could help us out and throw in some halogens?
Oh, I don't think so. You know the halogen lighting is much more expensive than your track lighting system. Plus I'm going to have to call in some guys to install it for you. That's not going to come cheap.
But it would only be adding to the existing structure. We're not talking about anything new here.
It doesn't matter because we will still have to call the electrician out, and they are union labor. It'll cost you a pretty penny.
How much do you think it would cost?
Mum, I estimate it'll run in the neighborhood of $500 per light.
$500 per light? That's ridiculous. It can't possibly be that expensive.
It is. I'll tell you why. We'll have to call in the electrician. He's going to charge overtime now because it's already 5 p.m., and it will probably take him an hour a light. Plus, the halogen lights take more electricity, so your electrical cost is going to be higher as well.
Can't you give me a break on this? We've already spent so much money on lighting. I hate to have to blow so much more on halogens.
No, that's the cost, and that's what it's going to cost us. We can't go in the hole with this. I am giving you my best price, so take it, or leave it.
Hi, buddy. How do you deal with your salary?
I usually put them into my bank account. I think that is a little secure, though the interest rate is low now.
Look, this stock is rising now. I am researching it, and planning to buy some shares.
Have you invested in the stock market before?
No, this is my first time to buy some. You can see that its historical price data is rising now.
But that is a little risky, you know.
Hey, do you still remember our teacher of economics, Mr. Locker?
Of course. I remember he has a part-time job as a stock analyst.
I can ask for some advice from him.
I would like to withdraw my money and close my account, please.
May I see your passbook?
Here you are.
This is a sizable sum. Is there any reason you are closing your account with us, Mr. Lee?
I will be leaving the city soon, so I have no need for this account.
I see. Well, for this amount I will have to get my manager's approval.
No problem. I'll wait over there.
Thank you. This should only be a few minutes. If you would like, there is coffee by those sofas over there.
No, thanks. Coffee makes me wired and I will be nervous enough carrying all that cash.
May I help you?
Yes. Can I cash my traveler's check here?
Of course, we'd be happy to cash it for you.
What's the cashing rate?
Well, it's listed on the electronic board on the left. We cash it at present traveler's check buying rate.
Oh, I see. How much at the service charge?
The service charge is 1% of the total amount of the check.
Well, I'd like to cash these 4 checks for $100 each.
Would you please countersign them here?
Okay, there you are.
And your passport, please.
Oh, I forgot to bring it. It is in my hotel room.
Sorry, sir, We can't cash the checks for you without your passport.
Well, thanks. I will come again this afternoon, then. How may I help you?
I'm making a deposit today.
Cash or check?
I would like to deposit a check.
You need to sign the back.
Okay, here you go.
Would you like cash back?
Yes, I would.
How much?
Let me get $150 back.
Here you go.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hello again. Have you come to a decision?
I'm still not sure about these visible certificates. What's the real difference, except the amounts available?
Visible certificates are registered and the holders of these can report any loss directly to the bank. Also, they can be cashed in advance, before the maturity is up.
Right. How about the bearer certificates? Can they be cashed before the maturity date?
Unfortunately, not. You see, because they are not registered, they can be bought and sold by anyone. They also can be cashed on maturity in any nationwide financial institution.
So, if I was strapped for cash, I could transfer it to get some money?
Technically, yes.
Okay, I think I've got it.
This is our rock bottom price, Mr. Lee. We can't make any further concessions.
If that's the case, there's not much point in further discussion. We might as well call the whole deal off.
What I mean is that we'll never be able to come down to your price. The gap is too great.
I think it unwise for either of us to insist on his own price. How about meeting each other halfway so that business can be concluded?
What is your proposal?
Your unit price is $100 higher than we can accept. When I suggested we meet each other halfway, I meant it literally.
Do you mean to suggest that we have to make a further reduction of $50 in our price? That's impossible.
What would you suggest?
The best we can do will be a reduction of another $30. That'll definitely be rock bottom.
That still leaves a gap of $20 to be covered. Let's meet each other halfway once more. Then the gap will be closed and our business completed.
You certainly have a way of talking me into it. All right, let's meet halfway again.
I'm glad we've come to an agreement on price. We'll go on to the other terms and conditions at our next meeting.
Yes, there's one other point I wish to clear up.
What is it?
My friends in business circles all seem to be of the opinion that the U.S. import and export corporations have become more flexible in doing business recently.
Yes, they're right. In fact, we have either restored or adopted international practices in our foreign trade.
I'm glad to hear that. With a view to expanding and further enhancing the bilateral relations between our two parties, and in particular, exchanging timely views on specific problems in the execution and enforcement of contracts, is it possible for us to have a representative that could stay permanently in Washington, D.C.?
Basically speaking, yes, we welcome the establishment of tentative offices by foreign companies in Washington, D.C. Of course, there are more details to be attended to. We cannot settle it in a few words.
Yes, of course. I'll call my home office tonight and let them know about it. When do we meet again?
How about tomorrow morning at 9?
Good. I'll come back tomorrow, and we can then discuss it more specifically.
Welcome to EBA. What can we do for you?
It's a bit of a problem situation. Actually, you see, our company has a corporate account with you. But unfortunately, we've been experiencing cash flow problems recently.
I'm sorry to hear that. We value all of our customers, regardless of circumstances. What can we do to help?
We are going to need a loan. I'm not sure what loan is suitable for us, though.
If you think it will be very short term, I would recommend you go with the 60-day loan. Then it can be paid back quicker, so you won't have to consider it in the future.
That seems like a good idea. It's for wages, you see.
Good afternoon. How can I be of service today?
My company wants to become involved in your comprehensive credit granting. We are a very young company and I'm not at all sure if we meet your credit requirements.
It is possible to take into account special circumstances, should the manager agree to it. If your credit rating has been Class A in your initial trading period and your debt-to-asset ratio is sound, and then I'm sure the manager will see you to discuss it further. I'll set up a meeting for you.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much for all of your help.
You owe $36.78.
Here's my Visa card.
I'm sorry, but your card isn't working.
What's the problem?
The machine says your card was declined.
It was?
Do you have another card?
That's my only one.
Maybe you can just pay in cash?
No cash today.
I guess you won't be able to purchase these items today.
I'll come tomorrow with cash.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.